Nisambula Vinaka, and a warm welcome to Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. I'm Louise Kaunisella. Human resources are the people who work in an organization. It is also the name of the department that exists to serve the needs of these people. My guest today is from the Fiji Human Resources Institute, the operations manager, Ms. Suka Salusalu. Welcome to Speak Your Mind.
Thank you, Louise, and thank you for having us here today.
It's my pleasure. So we'll start off with tell us about the Institute. When did it begin its operations?
The Fiji Human Resources Institute was registered on the 25th of May 2005 and was officially launched in August of the same year. So we are a little over 14 years now.
It's not too long. I thought so.
Not too long, but we've grown over the years. We have a secretariat which I manage, and we also have 9 executives that assist us or assist me in the operations of the Institute.
That's great because I know you people are very organized.
Thank you for that.
That's
Thank you.
probably why that you've come up so good in the 14 years.
Yes.
Okay.
14 years is a long time, but we still have room to improve our services to our members. Yes.
Well, I'm great. I'm just happy that the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation, we have an HR department, which is really good. Yep. Now, is the Institute a registered association, and what standards do you follow?
The Institute is registered currently as an industrial association, and we are currently reviewing our constitution. So we are in line with the Companies Act, and that's the benchmark for all companies in Fiji. And from there, we are looking at registering FHRI as a company limited by guarantee.
So you are still looking at doing that?
Yes, we are currently reviewing our constitution. We have our AGM during our convention this year, and that's when we will discuss further with our members our way forward.
Oh, okay, great. So do you have, where are your offices so far?
We're based in Suva. We've just recently moved into our new office, and we're trying to revamp our West chapter and also our North chapter.
So when you say revamp them, so they already are
They already
there?
exist.
Yes.
I think because of the busy work schedules, they haven't had meetings, but we try to coordinate the activities from Suva, and we always make our presence there just to support our members and their needs. So our activities are basically offered in Suva and also in the West, but it's high time we move to the North as well.
That's great. Now, what are the main objectives of the Institute?
One, we try to set up our learning and development hub. We offer training to our members. Usually the training is mostly compliance training, and we try not to compete with other tertiary institutions who also offer training. We try to view it from a different angle. The other one is increasing our operational efficiency through having a strong membership, keep the activities rolling so the members know it's worth their money spent on their subscriptions to us. We also have, we've tapped into a new activity which is on research and development. We try to do online surveys, see what members are interested in, and see that we're in line with what other institutions offer. We also lobby for strategic alliance or partnerships, not only with donor agencies. We also do our alliance with tertiary institutions for placements for students. And most importantly, our branding. We try to keep that brand, the FHRI brand.
Okay, so how do you go around doing that?
We have 2 major activities. One is our annual convention, and we also have an awards program, national awards. It's something similar to the Business Excellence Award, but we're rather on a small scale and focus on HR groupings or categories. And I think for 4 years now, it's been a successful exercise.
Oh, that's lovely. So how many registered members do you currently have?
We have over 600 members, 606 to be exact.
That's quite a lot.
Yes, and then we have different categories of membership. We have the student category, we have associate, we have affiliate, we have the member, full member, and we have certified practitioners, and the fellow is the highest category of membership that we have.
Okay, so are you looking at having more members?
Yes, when we have our activities, we try to drive membership, and it's working. We try to sign up at least 5 each week, and it's amazing the responses that we're getting.
So how do you do it? You send an email or?
We send an email blast to all members, but mostly through word of mouth. We have an active Facebook account, we have a LinkedIn account, and our website.
That's lovely. All right. So what type of services or benefits do you offer to your members?
Okay, like any other membership institute, the dollar back value is very important. So you pay your subscriptions, you expect something in return. And like they say, it's always easy to retain existing members than to get new ones. So we offer both fee and free-based activities. Our fee-based activities are normally training, participating at our convention, and attending our awards night dinner. But to be an applicant for the awards, it's free. It's you just apply, you fit in the categories, and that's it. But to attend the actual function, then you pay. And then we have our free-based activities. We organize Talanoa sessions where we invite speakers of topical issues that are of relevance to the HR fraternity. So we have a session in Suva, we have a session in the West. This year's been good. We started it off on a high note. We had the Ministry of Employment with the changes in the ER Employment Relations Act and the accident compensation. And these are information that any HR practitioner needs to know. So we invited them, and the attendance was really good. And we've got support from the Ministry of Employment, and they've also given us a lot of information that we can share to our members.
That's lovely. On Speak Your Mind, I hope you're enjoying the program, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back to Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. And my guest today is from the Fiji Human Resources Institute, the operations manager, Ms. Suka Salusalu. And just another question, the FHRI organizes a national HR convention every year, I believe. Tell us more about it and what is the purpose of this event?
Okay, it's called the BSP Life 2019 FHRI Annual Convention. BSP because the group are our major sponsors for the convention, and they've been sponsoring this event over the past 4 years. This year, the convention will be held on the 18th and 19th of October at the Sofitel Fiji Resort and Spa. The purpose of having the convention is like the FIA, they have one annual convention. So this be an event for HR practitioners in Fiji. It's not limited to members. Non-members can sign up. Interested stakeholders can sign up. And it's merely for sharing information and networking. Yeah.
Very important to network, yes. So the convention theme this year is HR, driving business success in a challenging business environment. Why did you choose this theme?
It is important that we understand the business environment and how HR practitioners have to adjust to achieve success in such difficult and uncertain terrain. So when we try to choose the theme, we try to work according to what the Institute wants to achieve.
Okay.
Usually there are current issues in the country, and we try to fit it in. We play around with words so we can get a catchy frame and get themes so speakers can align themselves to those themes. And then we have different sessions. Each day we have 6 sessions, so there'll be 6 speakers for each day. And this is one event that HR practitioners look forward to. It's an annual event, and we're looking forward. We're all excited. We're 2 weeks away from this year's convention, and how exciting it is to see the same faces and new faces attending the convention this year.
Okay, so how do you get the new faces? Is it by word of mouth, like you said earlier?
Yes, by word of mouth. We also have been placing advertisements in the print media, and also with our Facebook page. That's been a place where a lot of registrations have come through. And also important is the speakers that we engage. Sometimes they look at not the cost, but what they're going to get out of the convention. Having quality speakers, good speakers, credible ones that will influence or impact on the performance of these HR practitioners.
Wow, that sounds good. Now, how many people are you expecting at the convention this month?
We're looking at 300, but the way it's going, we will go over 300.
Yeah, but you do have 600 members.
We have 600 members.
Okay, so well, I mean, you can't expect everyone to turn
No.
up. I mean, everyone has commitments as well, but
That's
you're
right.
looking at getting more. There's still time, 2 weeks. If someone is, wanting to know and is interested, what would you like to tell them?
Well, registration is still open. It closes on the 11th of October. It's the day of the Fiji Day. So before I came, we still got calls, people coming to visit and registering for the conference. So we try to take it up one level each year. And this is the signs of the success is how much we measure the success of the convention through the registrations that we receive.
Right.
So registrations keep coming. We'll open it until a week before the actual convention starts.
Okay, so you've said that non-members can attend the convention. So how are you going to convince them to attend?
For some organizations, they've asked for more information on the convention. When they say that, I know that most of them are not members. So I try to put together a package explaining this. You'll have this many speakers. They're talking on this issue or this theme. Most welcome to refer back to us if you have any queries or how we can help you convince your employer to register for yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's good. So what are some of the challenges currently faced by HR practitioners in the workplace today?
Well, I think the first one is trying to fill the gap, skills gap. I think we've lost a lot of our skilled employees to migration, and filling that gap has been a challenge. The other one, or the most common one that we know of, is absenteeism and presenteeism. One thing is absenteeism, and the other one is presenteeism, where you're physically there, but you're not all there.
Okay, so when that happens, how does that happen?
But we try to have this discussion over Talanoa sessions.
Okay.
So how senior HR practitioners have addressed these issues in their workplaces and how they can mentor upcoming HR managers to deal with these issues in their workplaces.
I see. I mean, it can't be easy. You have a lot of work, and I believe that you do quite a bit of study. They do offer HR courses now.
do, yep.
And how long does it take to get a certificate in HR?
I think at USB, 2 years full
2
time.
years? This is not too bad. And there seems to be a lot of people going into this field now, studying
The
HR.
other important aspect of HR is having that quality soft skills. Most of the time you learn the theory bit of it, but the application is way off.
Yeah.
So, so I think having both incorporated into one it's lifelong skills.
Right,
It's
because
a balance. Yeah.
HR is there for the people who are the employees.
Yes.
So you are actually helping us and protecting us as well in your job.
Yeah. As they say, HR is the backbone of the organization.
Yes, because maybe what kind of work do you do? Like HR, we have it here at FBC, which is really good. And how many companies do have human resources actually in their companies? Because I believe there are quite a few that don't.
Yes.
And
I
big
think for
companies as
smaller,
well.
yeah, for smaller organizations, they combine HR with finance or HR with admin.
I see.
It's not a standalone department, but for bigger organizations, they have a committed HR department, and within that HR department, they have OHS and training and development, and the IR issues of work. That so they're all in one department. But for other organizations, and these are the other ones that we receive a lot of queries from, the smaller members, where their role is not only exclusively HR, but other duties like accounts, admin, those are the kinds of work they do.
Yes. On Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. We'll be back in a moment. This is Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. We're your only classic hits radio station in Fiji. Thank you for your company. And my guest today from the Fiji Human Resources Institute, the operations manager, Ms. Suka Salusalu. And it's just very interesting to know about the work of human resources. You said 14 years ago when it all began, your institute. And now just a question from me is, are there many who have a proper HR department out of the 600 members that are registered with you?
I would say probably 50% representatives of individual organizations. We have some organizations who have more than 12 members registered with us, like the big organizations like FNPF, FERCA.
Right.
They have more than one member registered with us. So when we talk about the number of employers, I would say we're over about 300 plus employers.
Well, that's not too bad, and I suppose that you would want more, obviously. So to organizations who don't have a proper HR organization, and what would you tell this organization why it would be really good to have a proper HR department?
Okay. For starters, we believe that HR should be a standalone department. They have a diverse role in an organization. Usually they are called the Miss or Mr. Fix-It.
Okay.
So they always stand by when there's any issue that arises with regards to personnel or human resource. What I can also say is for organizations who don't have any HR personnel, important to benchmark against other organizations, see what the benefits are with them having a committed HR person rather than having a shared responsibility with other roles. It's a bit too much, stress can add to a lot of issues in the workplace if people have more than one roles.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. But I mean, it's really good. I mean, for us here, I feel that the HR department, I just feel good with them because, I mean, I'm always walking past, they've got inspiration, or they always be the most organized department in the building, obviously, for the reasons that you are so organized. Now, how do you see the FHRI being important as far as professionalizing the human resources industry in Fiji?
Thank you, Louise. We have a lot of professional membership institutes in Fiji, and I would be in the head of our founders. They'd be saying, if they can set up an institute, why can't the HR practitioners have an institute of their own? And we've seen the growth over the years now. It doesn't look nice only on their CVs, because once someone signs up, we give them a card or a membership, and it's of value. And, now we see companies advertising for HR positions, and they put down the applicant must be a member of the Fiji Human Resources Institute. We are proud to have that tag in an advertisement, and we know that we're being recognized. It's mileage for the institute, and it's prominence.
Yes, I would say. So do you have any affiliations with other international HR institutions?
Yes, we do. We are affiliated to the Australian Human Resources Institute,
Okay.
and they have a discount. If Fiji Human Resource Institute members want to sign up as members of the Australian Human Resources Institute, they have a discounted fee if they are a member of the FHRI. But if you want to sign up directly with the Australian Human Resources Institute, they pay a different fee. It's crazy. So having being a member here
It's
and
more
you
of an
sign up,
advantage.
it's more of an advantage.
Because it's
and
cheaper.
It's cheaper.
Right.
That's one affiliation, and we're also members of the Asia Pacific Federation of Human Resource Management. And I can proudly say that this year, Fiji or FHRI hosted the meeting here in at Radisson in March.
Oh, good
And
one.
usually we have representatives going abroad, but this year we wanted to showcase what we have in Fiji, so we invited them across. So we had representatives from Maldives, China. They all assembled at the Radisson this year for the Asia Pacific regional meeting.
Well, that is an achievement, I must say.
It is.
So how did you go around getting this all organized? Being HR obviously wasn't probably not too hard for you.
It was not easy, but we had our two vice presidents. They attended the last meeting in Bangladesh, and they lobby that we hosted this year, and we got approval to host it in March.
Okay.
There was a lot of preparations to it, and knowing that we did not have the funds to actually host an event of such magnitude,
True.
so what we did, we tried to organize a networking activity the day before the meeting, so we can also have people, networking with these representatives from the region, and it was well attended. In March, hotel rates were low. It was a good time for us to host the activity here.
So what did you feel after, attending it? What did it teach you?
We were content. I mean, for a small country and an organization small like FHRI, and to host people here from different countries was an added boost to our objectives. And members were so proud to see us hosting the Asia Pacific meeting here. After this year, it'll be moving to Maldives.
So you'll be flying over
I wish.
to Maldives. Well, I hope so. That'll be nice. Yeah, so I mean, it must be really eye-opening to have something like it. It's different to, being able to bring all the different countries from Asia.
Yes, for us, the experience of hosting other countries here and who serve the same roles in their country,
True.
it was really an amazing exercise. So we're looking forward to hosting more activities like
Yes,
such
I'm
magnitude
sure
here.
you should. Yeah. So we've seen quite a bit happening within the HR industry being led by FHRI. Do you see the same level of commitment similar to standards in other institutes? For example, like the Fiji Institute of Accountants.
The FIA is an institute that we would love to leverage off. 14 years going, we still have a lot to learn, and we see how they do their accreditation process. We'd love to see us going there someday. At the moment, we haven't touched on accreditation, which the FIA has. We're just taking members, trying to serve and give back to them as much as we can through training, Talanoa sessions, and our activities, basically. Our activities also is not limited to members only. It's open to anyone.
Okay, that's really nice. So where is your office again?
We're at
Suva in Suva?
level 1,
Level 1?
Nasi Center.
Okay, good.
We're in the
So,
middle of the city.
all right. So if someone's interested, that's where they can
Yes.
inquire. I
Or they can
suppose.
check our Facebook page or
Ah,
our
yeah.
website.
Yes, that's right.
Mm.
So how does the Institute benchmark its standards? The Fiji Human Resources Institute, I should say.
Yeah, like I said earlier, we're still learning. We want to get to where CPA and FIA are right now. We're learning from them. I try to go on their website and see what they offer, see what we can offer. Although theirs are more accounting exercises, and ours are more the how to manage issues in the workplace, how to manage people in the workplace.
Yes.
Our way forward and how we can benchmark against them. I think the first one we'll do is a accreditation, giving points. So that reflects on their membership with us.
Okay. On Speak Your Mind, Gold FM, only the classic hits. Do stay with us as we will be back soon. So, does the Institute have any strategic partnerships with other institutions, such as the University of the South Pacific or other tertiary institutions?
Not really, but we try to work closely with them. We receive invites for their career fair days. We try to participate. We have a student category membership with us. So working closely with these institutions, UniFiji, FNU, and University of the South Pacific, we attract these student members. And most of them register. They are usually at the end of their program with the universities, and we sign them up. They have a different fee category other than the other categories.
So, how do you attract these young students?
You know, these young students, or the millennials, we call them, they're tech savvy. And our Facebook page is one active page on Facebook. I mean, each day we just see the amount of people liking the page.
Excellent.
And when we rate them, most are students who are eager to get into the workforce.
Yes.
When we have the career fair day this year, we had we have over 200 students who visited our booth. That's the University of the South Pacific one. And when we asked them, what is your program of study? Oh, human resources. Okay. So, the questions, do I start off as a HR officer or HR manager? I said, you start work first before you actually land yourself on a manager position. But these are the openings that the universities give us, and we're grateful. USP Pacific TAFE, they're always on board with us, and we promote their programs to our members. That's their short courses. But for current students who are studying full-time, we try as much as possible to help them. Also, we have some of our members that query if we have a pool of applicants or members that they can pull from for placements. And this is good because, they start exposing themselves to the work environment. And, some of them end up getting the job itself. They are engaged for certain projects. Also, during their busy period, they try to do, even to come in and do filing, that's fine.
Right.
As long as they're working. Being in an office is such a good progress
Yes.
studies. Yeah.
That's true. Now, if any, what are the main objective of these partnerships?
Building a good relationship with the universities is good for us as well, because we offer training as well. So we see that whatever training we offer, we are not copying or duplicating what they already have on board, what these universities have. So we try to offer, a different set of programs. Our affiliation with the Australian Human Resources Institute come in very handy because they offer very specific projects or training programs that most of the time university representatives, the lecturers, they come and attend and share the knowledge that, the RE offers FHRI.
Now, that's excellent. So you say you offer trainings. How do people apply to get the trainings? Do they pay? Or there's a
Training
certain
is
fee
part-
and a certificate. They get a
Yes,
certificate
they get a
as well.
certificate.
How long is the training for?
With the busy schedules that people have now, I think 2 days is 2 full days is enough.
Okay.
For our short courses. We haven't gone beyond that for 3 days. It's
Yeah, I
usually
think
1 to 2 days.
Yeah.
This year, our training has been focused mainly on compliance. We did training with resident magistrate Andrew C. And he had picked on topics that are really critical to HR practitioners, and this is workplace investigations, the Employment Relations Act, and how to present yourself in employment court. Sometimes that skill is not there.
Right.
Yeah. So he taught them how to write reports and that's compliance
Yes.
training. And we have other leadership training that we offer, management training. These are through the ARI, our alliance with ARI, Australian
Australia.
Human
Well,
Resources.
that's really good because that's internationally recognized, and that's
And
a
they
good
get
training.
a certificate. Well, they pay a fee because to cover our overheads and cover the cost of the trainer. And it's just a great feeling to be part of the training exercise with FHRI.
But that's good because you actually are giving the training that you said that is important, that you kind of lack a little bit.
Yeah.
So, you just get people up to par with your trainings that you're offering.
Yeah, because we have, at FHRI, we have a learning and development committee, and they set up the training calendar for the year. So other activities will fit into what they have. So each month we try to organize an activity. It'll either be a training or Talanoa session or just a briefing. Our members have to see that we're active. Otherwise, they'll think that we are keeping their money for nothing. It's not worth it.
True. So, what is a HR career path?
Okay, HR career path, we can dissect it into many ways. Under HR, we have health and safety for some organization.
Okay.
Also, we have the HR, IR. Well, IR is fully managed HR.
That's it. I mean, you even write policies, right?
Policies, organizational policies. Well, organizational policies, as we know, must be aligned to the law of Fiji, the Employment Relations.
It's related.
Yes.
So you actually prepare a booklet. I mean,
A manual.
a manual. I'm pretty hopeless at it, but we'll be back shortly on Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. Speak Your Mind on Gold FM, only the classic hits. I hope you're enjoying the program. It's good to learn things. My guest today is from the Fiji Human Resources Institute, and this is the operations manager, Ms. Suka Salusalu. It's really great to have you sharing with us about human resources that 14 years ago had started in Fiji. Now, diversity and inclusion is becoming a very important topic in the workplace nowadays. Are there plans in place to strengthen this area?
Thank you, Louise. FHRI, Diversity and Inclusion, we shorten it DNI. It's like buzzwords these days. It's all about empowering people to respect and appreciate what makes them different in terms of age, race, ethnicity, or national origin. We have had a lot of appreciation for this topic. At the convention last year, we had a theme session on diversity and inclusion. For International Women's Day this year, the theme was around diversity and inclusion. And for our awards, national awards, we had a new category on diversity and inclusion. And this award this year was won by McDonald's, Fiji. And it was us just going around and seeing employers. I didn't even know that McDonald's had hired or had employees from Hilton School. And this was really special. So I was just sitting there and I said, because I tried to talk to the person and and I had so much respect for McDonald's. So when I spoke to their HR person, I said, Vera, you had this, you have employees from Hilton School. And then she said, yes. So I said, we are trying to promote our awards. Why don't you, and we have other organizations who have already have this policy in place, like Sofitel, they already, Rooster, they have certain criteria in their workplace for diversity and inclusion.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. So we have plans to offer or promote diversity and inclusion programs, training programs and awareness in the workplace. And our Learning and Development Committee are working on that. So in next year's training plan, we will incorporate the topic.
Okay, so
But then in the workplace these days, it's a true commitment that everyone in the team has to be part of the exercise. They have to understand. So it's supposed to be a top to bottom exercise. So sideways, everywhere in between, everyone must acknowledge diversity and inclusion in the workplace.
yes, so true. I mean, it's really interesting how you picked that up from an employee at McDonald's. But I remember there was a blind woman who worked for FNPF for a long time.
Yeah, I used to work for the Fiji Commerce and Employers Federation, and we had a partially blind receptionist. She had 5% vision, but when she speaks, you can't tell that she's blind. She was so convincing. She was, they had all for an employer like FCF, they had to give her what suits her work environment, computer programs, special computer programs. And I'm amazed because a lot of other employers are doing the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's a really good move. We can do a lot more, I'm sure.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's good to take the example from, what we've spoken about. Like, that's why your institute is having this
I think
diversity
one of
and
the
inclusion.
topics that we are looking at for next year is unconscious bias, because that's part of diversity and inclusion.
Okay.
So we're trying to get that program through the Australian Human Resources Institute. I think once we get that, we market the program properly, we will, this is one way of promoting D&I in the workplace.
Yes, should be. I mean, it's only fair enough because they don't see themselves, they are actually not any different from us. They're most capable to do a job.
Yeah.
And it's great if companies could actually look more into, hiring or employing someone with special abilities. Okay, so how does the Institute support the work of the Ministry of Employment in lifting the capability of HR professionals in Fiji?
Thank you. We have a very healthy working relationship with the Ministry of Employment. They have been supporting us, not only in terms of advice. When we invite them to come and speak, they come. We have a lot of members who work at the Ministry of Employment, and it's always easy to pick up the phone if someone calls in and say, we're having issues with this, who do we call? And we just refer them to that member, please. Other than that, in our upcoming convention, we have the officials from the Ministry of Employment as speakers. They will be addressing us on certain issues that they feel that HR practitioners should know. Yeah,
See, that's pretty good. I mean, you kind of work hand in hand.
we do.
Yes, very important. Okay, so what significant changes or growth does the Institute, your organization, foresee in the coming years?
We are open to changes. For 14 years, growing with 606 members to date, there is a lot that the Secretariat has to do to enable members to benefit from what we offer. We can benchmark against other professional membership institutes, not offering the same things, but we can learn from what they do to their members. They have technical programs. I mean, for HR, what's technical? It's the law, it's compliance, it's everything added together. But our way forward is to keep our membership grow and sound. We need a strong database of that. Keep promoting and offering good activities that will sustain our membership. And now that we have an office of our own, we can offer more.
Yes, I'm sure. I mean, that's the way forward. You're only going to grow bigger.
Yes.
And all the best of luck on that. But Speak Your Mind has come to an end, and I thank you a lot for coming. And thank you very much, the Operations Manager of the Fiji Human Resources Institute, Ms. Sukasalusalu Vinaka.
Vinaka Valevu Luis, and thank you for having us here.
So my pleasure.
Nice.
And I certainly hope you've enjoyed the program. Remember, if you want to know more content, you can like our page. That's Speak Your Mind. And we'll talk to you later on Gold FM. Thank you indeed. Nisamo de Manda.